I'm Austin and welcome to day 5 of the ROW-20 program. We have got an intense workout today. We're gonna be breaking up our 20 minutes into a rate climb build. So we're gonna start things off today, 6 minutes rowing at 18 strokes per minute, into 5 minutes rowing at 20 strokes per minute, 4 minutes rowing at 22 strokes per minute, 3 minutes at 24, and then 2 minutes at 26 strokes per minute. So as the stroke rate increases, we're getting less and less time at the stroke rate, with the idea, the overall goal, to build up our intensity as we go along. So we're gonna be watching our watts and our pace per 500 meter, and as we chip along, as we increase the stroke rate, we want our pace per 500 to be faster and our watts to be higher. Now, as far as the degree of change, for now, we just want to try to accelerate it a little bit. Whether you make big jumps or small jumps, each time the stroke rate increases, our intensity goes up. That way we can feel the increase in our heart rate, our heart and lungs working harder and harder as the stroke rate goes up, and that's going to overall contribute to our overall rowing IQ and knowledge and mastery of the rowing machine. So this is going to be pretty intense. By the end, it should feel like a total maximum effort, so be a little conservative at the start as we establish our rhythm before we start to build up. So that's what's going on. It's going to be a good one. Day 5, let's get after it. Let's strap in and let's just row. All right, let's protect our lower back by sitting forward on the sit bones. Let's grab our handles nice and wide, thumbs under, and we'll kick things off here with 6 minutes at 18 strokes per minute. 3, 2, 1, drive, swing, pull, and up we go. Finding our way to 18. Remember to keep stroke rate with me. All you do is jump backward. Come up together, jump back together. Now, we're just really working on getting into a good rhythm here. Trying to apply our knowledge and practice from our previous workouts so far and apply it to a build stroke rate and build of intensity over the course of this workout. This is going to get pretty intense by the end. But this is one of the most defining workouts of the program, something we're going to revisit towards the end of the program, see how far we've come. So for now, let's focus on keeping lots of length in our stroke, especially when the stroke rate is low, something like 18 strokes per minute. We should be maximizing our stroke length. How do we do that? 2 components: leg compression and body lean, body swing. The most important priority of those two is your lean forward and your swing back. Most of the length and ability to generate power in our stroke comes from our ability to get our shoulders and torso forward at the front of the rowing stroke. So really focus on your shoulders moving forward past your hips, your torso leaning onto your lower thighs. About our body moving from a 1 o'clock lean forward, 11 o'clock swing back, or 11 to 1 the other way, depending on which way you're looking. Leaning and swing. Priority number 2 is our leg compression. Once you've established your body lean, then you need to work on bending your legs, ideally to shins vertical, so the point where your knees stack over your ankles. We don't want to row past that position. If we do that, we're over-compressing our legs and we have a higher risk of hurting our lower back. Now, if you're someone who has a bit of a larger midsection, you might find that compressing to shins vertical is very challenging to do, and you might be unable to maintain your body lean. Remember, body lean is priority number 1. So, get your lean and then bend your legs the best you can towards shins vertical. But if that means you need to keep your heels planted, that's okay. If your legs can't bend all the way, the focus is on the lean and the swing. If you have a larger midsection too, one thing you can do is let your foot plates loosen up a little bit, grab your handle more narrowly, and splay out your knees like this. You do this, that's gonna help you get more lean and and swing. Again, depending on where you are in your fitness journey. So find what works for you there. We're keeping this rhythm nice and steady. We're past halfway with 18. So this is a great time for us to check in here on our pace and our watts. So looking at our watts or our pace per 500, where are those numbers sitting right now? Wherever they are, I want you just to try to lock them in. That means each stroke, you may notice some fluctuations up or down in the watts or your pace per 500, but every stroke you just try to get it back to something consistent. So every stroke we're trying to make as consistent as we can. And most importantly, you have these numbers in your head. So if you're looking at watts, where are your watts sitting? Where's the average watts right now? If you're looking at pace per 500, where's your average pace per 500 right now? Knowing these numbers, this is going to give us the tools we need to build ourselves for the next 5 minutes at 20 strokes per minute. Because we're going to be adding more strokes per minute, today's workout goal is to add more intensity with the higher stroke rate. So with that in mind, when we go up to 20, our watts should be increasing. Or if you're looking at pace per 500, your pace per 500 should be getting faster, which means the number will be going lower. The faster pace per 500, the number gets smaller because your boat would complete 500 meters at a faster time at a greater intensity, something we talked about in our previous workouts. Hopefully these things are starting to make sense. Let's keep holding steady here at 18. So, start thinking about some goals to go for here as we move up to 20 with the increased intensity, whether it's a small increase in your power or a greater increase. Find it. We'll go 20 strokes per minute here on this one. Here we go, 20 strokes per minute with more effort. Here we go. Let's watch those watts increase a bit. Nothing crazy. We still have a lot of workout to go here. There's just a small increase in the pushback, coming up faster. Pushing back a little harder, coming up a little faster. Nice, watching pace per 500, that number getting lower because your boat is getting faster. Good. All right, we're gonna take 5 more strokes here to settle in. I want you to settle into the 20 and settle in with your new watts and your new pace on this one here. Let's go 5 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So now lock in this number. Lock in your watts. Lock in your pace. Now we just saw the wood. AKA just doing the work, 1 stroke at a time. Remember, when you start to see fluctuations in your pace or in your watts, when you see those fluctuations, you just try to get it back on the next stroke. When you say get it back, if your watts all of a sudden go lower on 1 stroke, the next stroke, you need to step back a little harder. And if you step back too hard and your watts go way up, well, you need to back off the next stroke. See what I'm saying? Just constant minor adjustments as we go along to keep ourselves as consistent as we can. This is the kind of stuff that Olympians still have to work on every single day. It's very challenging to hold a consistent watts or consistent pace on the rower compared to something like a treadmill. Because on the treadmill, you just set the speed, which gives you your pace per mile. You just have to not fly off the treadmill, right? But on the rower, we make our speed. We have to make the intensity ourselves. So it requires a lot more focus, a lot more diligence. And we are well on our way. Should be feeling a slight increase to your heart rate and your breathing rate compared to what we were doing at 18. That's how you know you're on the right track. If you're feeling a little out of control right now, you might have started off a little too hard. Do your best to readjust. We're in this for the long haul. Things are gonna get spicy real soon, in about 2 minutes. Keeping in mind here, even at 20, even though the stroke rate has increased a little bit, we're still working on our length through our 2 components we talked about. Body lean, body swing, and leg compression. Finding what works for you for leg compression after you've achieved your torso forward, your arms reaching into the machine, your body that ability to swing back and pull. To get maximum length, maximum efficiency in stroke. Nice work, just like that. We're halfway through the workout already. Crazy, huh? Considering that we've only changed rates one time. Less than a minute before we take it up for 4 minutes at 22. Same kind of game plan as when we went from 18 to 20, where all we're looking to do is get a small increase in our power and intensity. So, again, if you're watching your watts, you've been holding them consistent here for stroke rate 20. You want to go higher watts for 22. Same with your pace per 500, faster pace per 500 when we shift up to 22. Start thinking about some goals here. Get ready to make the jump. All right, getting ready to put up some fight here. Let's go, 22 on this one. 22, a little more step, a little more push. You're gonna hear your machines getting a little bit louder. Just a little louder. Yeah. Nice, notice that increase in your watts. Notice that increase, that improvement to your pace per 500. Start to feel more of your leg muscles burning. Heart rate increasing, lungs breathing harder. We'll take 5 strokes to settle in to your new watts, your new pace on this one. 5 strokes, that's 1. Lock in your numbers. What is your watts goal? 2. What's your pace goal? 3. 4. 5. So these intervals are going to start feeling a lot shorter. Each one's getting shorter. So T-minus less than 3 minutes before we shift up to 24. Keeping the length. And then just thinking about our proper efficient sequencing. Legs first, then swing, then pull. Leg push, swing, pull. Leg push, swing, arm pull. Leg push, swing, arm pull. Good. All right, watts are locked in, yeah? Pace is locked in, yeah? Small fluctuations happen, what do? We get them back. Take each stroke to fine tune again. Fine tune and adjust. Starting to feel the intensity of the workout kick in here. This should be the most intense we have felt all workout. Let's continue to push forward. Nice job. Last minute here at 22. That means 24 is right around the corner. So take your watts that you're locking in here, or your pace per 500 that you're locking in. Getting ready to add intensity. Once again, being able to watch our watts increase or our pace per 500 get faster. If you're looking at your averages right now, your average for your pace, your average for your watts. Right now our current intensity should be higher than your average so far. That's a tell sign that we are increasing as we go along. And start to really try to embrace this math. Understand what your machine is trying to tell you here. The more focus we can put towards it, the more we care, the more results we're gonna get. So care about this stuff. Up to 24 we go on this one. 24 for 3 minutes. Here we go. Harder push, up faster. Harder push, up faster. Here we go. Now less than 5 minutes of workout to go, then we're done. How's your energy? You got a lot in the tank? Good news, you're fitter than you think. Let's add even more. Even more push. Even more step. Nice, 5 strokes to settle and lock in your new numbers on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Stay dialed in. Stay locked in. Good numbers. As high as they've been, much higher than your averages so far. As we really start to feel our muscles burn and our heart and lungs catch on fire, stay focused on what we started with. Remember, lean and swing. When we get tired, one of the biggest mistakes, we start to grow short. We start to not lean forward enough. Torso forward, swing, torso forward, swing. Get in there, swing. Less than a minute, and we go into our final 2 minutes, our final rate, max effort at 26. This should be our best intensity, our highest watts, our fastest pace. This is all you've got by the end. Get ready, don't get too hyped just yet. We got 30 seconds until we go. Nice, keep it up. Last bump, last shift, 26. Right here, 26, and step. Up and step. Power 10 to kick it off. 1, power 2, power 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Now maintain this. Look at your watts. Look at your pace. That's what we like to see. Our best yet. And maximum effort. Maximum intensity. What can you bring to the table here? For the final minute of work, keep those watts high. Keep your pace per 500 fast. I want you to really challenge yourself cardiovascularly here. I want you to really dig deep and give your effort. How many meters can we get? How much distance can we get in these last precious moments? Less than 20 to go. Nice, the big finish. Extra hard for these last few. Push through, push through. That's time. Nice. Light and easy. Light and easy. Nice strong finish. Look at your meters here. Look at your distance. Record that down. Look at your average watts or your average pace per 500 here. Write that down. And if you can, while it's fresh in your head, try to jot down, record somehow how you were doing at each interval. You know, where were your watts or your pace per 500 sitting at each interval throughout that workout? Did you build up? Were you able to increase as we went along? If you did, excellent, that was the goal. If you struggle to, just means that we need to continue to work on trying to pace ourselves more, which will come over time. It's not something that is easy to know right away. But I hope you felt how as we bumped up rate, we can also bump up intensity. Compared to our previous workout where we did lower rate, more intensity, it just goes to show the dynamic variation that we have on our machines. But well done. Great job with this workout. Take some time to record down those metrics, those numbers. Be proud of yourself for showing up. That's the end of day 5. So I recommend 2 days off of recovery, whether you're doing other workouts or just chilling. Maybe doing some walks outside. At least you're staying active a little bit. Take some time to recover before hitting off with day 6. Well done, a way to finish strong. And as always, I will see you in the next workout.